What's up everyone, V here, and today I'm going to be reviewing, I don't know why I said today so harshly. Anyway, today I'm going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Marvel's Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four First Steps. Yes, this is, at least out of all the ones that I own, the final Fantastic Four vid. At least for now. Maybe one day the universe will bless me with finding that Thing figure, and maybe, possibly, I'll buy Silver Surfer. But as for now, the last of the lineup I got to get through. This is, of course, Sue Storm as she appears in the brand new Fantastic Four movie. A movie I loved. I loved it so much. Wished I could have seen it again, but sadly plans did not go perfectly through. I don't know, again, I don't know what it was. The more I sat with the movie, the more I liked it. I don't know, it oozed just like comic bookiness. And spoiler alert, by the way, just to warn y'all. I loved, again, since it was set in a different universe, they could dive completely into the whole Fantastic Four lore and everything, and just have all these different things like Mole Man, having that whole underground city, the whole retro futuristic vibe. Absolutely loved it. And I feel like Invisible Woman, or Sue Storm, was great in the movie as well. Again, I feel like they just nailed every character in this movie so well, and she did great. Loved her. I loved how, I don't know, because like, ain't nobody care about the 2015 one. They were kind of nothing. And then like Jessica Alba, I feel like they sexualized her a lot, but I feel like this one they just like put her to the forefront, and I think it was great. I think I forget the actress's name, but she did a great job. Can't wait to see her and the rest of the team in Doomsday and see how ferocious she's gonna be, since, again, spoiler alert, it appears Doctor Doom's probably gonna take her kid, and she's probably not gonna be rocking with that. So yeah, one thing I will say, I think it's really funny that there's only been 4 Fantastic Four movies, 2 of which have had Galactus as the main villain, and in both of those movies, they have a fake-out Sue Storm death. It made more sense in this movie because of how powerful Franklin is. I believe that's his name. But I think it's really funny that the 2 movies with Galactus both have Sue Storm die and then get brought back to life. Really funny. But again, in this one it made more sense because Franklin has all this insane power instead of Silver Surfer being like, you're alive now. Anyway, before we get into this figure, look at this beautiful pose I got it in. I am not good at posing at all. But yeah, before get into Sue, pause. Look at the box, and again, loved the boxes for all these Fantastic Four figures. Love the white, looks really cool, and love the little like classic Hasbro logo. Got all the stuff here. I don't know, I'm just not reading them out tonight because I reviewed the Yelena and Red Guardian 2 pack. I recorded that video right before this. I also just did not read out any of the things on the boxes. I guess I'm not doing that anymore. Yeah, Invisible One got a little nice shot of God. Her name's not coming to me. Her name genuinely is not coming to me. We got a bigger shot. Kind of dented her face there, but you know, bigger shot of the artwork there, then the full shot of the artwork on the back. Invisible Woman, the Invisible Hand with the rest of the crew there. Also noticed none of the Fantastic Four figures have bios for any of them, which is interesting. So I guess if you know absolutely nothing about the Fantastic Four, and for some reason you can't Google anything or haven't seen the movie yet, but you want to really buy an Invisible Woman figure, I guess you're out of luck. You can't get the really short and vague and confusing and generic and nothing bio of the Marvel Legends figures. Anyway, here's Sue in all her glory. Accessory wise, we gotta address the elephant in the room. She has this giant little shield thing, which looks really cool, but like, I feel it should go out a bit more. It's really close to her body for how big it is, and the hand doesn't, because it comes with another hand that it pegs into, and it doesn't have any articulation, kind of like how the Iron Man hands were for a while. And it looks cool, but like, it's right there, which makes it kind of hard to find a good pose where it's not completely covering her face. But I do like, it's kind of got like these little things, like they're like bullet holes or like something hitting it, and she's blocking it, which looks cool. I'm gonna take it off now because it's a lot. It's a lot going on. And then I'm gonna replace it with a fisted hand. She comes with a fisted hand. It's got the nice black painted in it. And I noticed, I think Johnny didn't have the black here, but Reed and Sue do. So it's weird that they didn't paint it for Johnny. And then finally, she has a gripping hand to grab, I don't know. Doesn't come with anything else, but to grab something, you know. Maybe grab Reed and be like, bro, take care of this dang kid. You're too busy in your lab scanning him, but you appreciate the kid for a second. Anyway, here is Sue in all her glory. And like the previous Fantastic Four figures, I think all these figures are really fun to mess with. They capture them so well. They look so good. I feel like Sue's is definitely captures at least the look of the suit the best. I feel like the proportions on Reed specifically, but also Johnny, didn't quite capture how they look in the suits. But I feel like Sue's is really good. I will say, though, I don't like how thin her arms are. I feel like they just make the female arms too thin. I feel like it just needs to be just, not super thick, but just a tad thicker. I don't know. They just feel too thin. Maybe it's because of the double jointed elbow, but I'm just a little worried. But yeah, like all the Fantastic Four figures when they were revealed, I was really worried about the head sculpt. But unlike Pedro Pascal, I feel like she gets an easier pass because it's just low-key white woman with blonde hair, versus Pedro Pascal, who has a very distinct face. And I feel like they kind of got the actress's face here. I'd say it's like 70% there. Like, I see it and I'm like, yeah, I can live with that. It's not as bad as Johnny's, where like every time I look at it, I'm just like, it truly looks like a male version of the Silver Surfer actress. Once I got pointed that out to me, I'm like, yeah, it looks like Julia Garner way more than Joseph Quinn. But yeah, at least for her, I think it definitely, you're like, yeah, that's her. And despite whether it's dead on, the photoreal does look really solid. One thing I will say is the hair is very bland. I wish they added like a bit of a wash, a bit of something to it. It's just this stark blonde color. I wish they did a little bit like with what Johnny got. Add a little bit of something to it at least. Maybe with like this Yelena, do a little bit of something. It's kind of looking a bit boring. But then get down to here. No, I thought there was a bug on my arm. Suit looks really good. Love that little classic 4 there. She has a little white up here, which also would like to mention. I saw someone paint the white on Reed, and it looked so good, bro. Why did they make it blue in the movie? And then got that, like, sweater-looking design or texture. Which looks really good throughout the suit. Got a little bit of black there. Come down to the gloves. Love the gloss black on it. Belt looks good. I mean, it's just like pretty much the same suit that we've seen before. Then you got the little like thingy, that beeps when there's danger, which looks really cool and is a separate piece. So if you do want to remove it, you can. Then the legs got more of that nice texture throughout. Looks really solid. Then come down to the boots. Really small compared to compared to the boys. But you got the nice blue on the bottom as well. Overall, not a bad figure. I feel like they captured the look of her really well in the figure form. Yeah, again, not much to talk about. It's kind of just the same things I've talked about in the previous 2 reviews for these guys. But yeah, articulation-wise, you're not getting a lot of movement in that head. I'm already going to tell you that because the hair, but can look down, up that far, kind of rotates. Arm moves out really far. Really far? I mean, I think I meant to say I was shocked because it was nice and smooth. Sometimes when the joints are tinier, it's a little stiff, but it's nice and smooth. Rotates, that's not a double jointed elbow, that's a bicep swivel. That's a double jointed elbow. And because the arm's a bit thinner, it just goes crazy. Then rotation, hinge in and out. Got a diaphragm joint, which moves back that far, down a little bit, rotates. But you also get a waist joint, which is really cool, and I do like. And the belt isn't in the way, which is nice. She cannot, oh my god, she really just can't kick forward at all. I didn't notice that. Also be careful, because apparently that kind of digs into the figure a bit. Dang. And then can't really kick back at all. Can do the splits, though. Thigh rotation, double jointed knee, which moves really well. Then an up and down and a rocker. So not the best articulation, but still pretty solid. Now, how does she compare to some other figures? Let's find out. My whole setup's, oh, Shockwave, why is your gun coming off? My whole setup's in shambles after that Thunderbolts review. I kind of just threw everything everywhere. But yeah, here she is next to a Black Series scale figure, and then a Transformers Voyager class, Shockwave Commander Cody. Then 7-inch scale, we got DC McFarlane Superman and Jazzwares Halo CE Master Chief. Of course, they're bigger. And now, even though I did it in the Reed video, we can bring the whole family together. At least movie-wise, the whole family. But I did buy a Comic Thing figure so that I have a thing. Look at that. They look great together, even though, again, that's not the movie thing. But, you know, looks really cool. And here they are next to the... Here she is, not they are. Still used to... What? Anyway, previous review, the Yelena and Red Guardian... That's not a Russian accent, Jesus Christ. They look really cool together. Yelena's really short, is what I'm realizing. She is really short. But yeah. And finally, here she is next to the man himself, Doctor Doom. Like I mentioned before, I think this Doctor Doom figure matches with these Fantastic Four figures really well, since he looks super realistic with how much detail. And I think the muted colors and the retro mask match. So yeah, I can't wait to see... Number one, I can't wait to see Doom in general. Hopefully they don't butcher his look and have him wear the mask more than, like, at least 90% of the time he's on screen wear the mask. But I can't wait to see the hell she is about to wreak on this guy's existence after he takes her kid. Because he's obviously going to take the kid. So I can't wait to see how they're going to react, how they're going to be moving. I just can't wait to see the Fantastic Four with the Avengers and all that. It's going to be hype. I can't lie. After Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, I'm hyped. I was a little worried for Doomsday at the beginning, but now I'm hyped. I'm genuinely hyped. But yeah, do I recommend Miss Sue Storm? Hell yeah. Like all the Fantastic Four figures, despite their flaws, they're still really fun figures to mess with. And again, not perfect, but it's solid 7 out of 10, I'd give her. Still a fun figure, looks great with the rest of the team. don't regret the purchase at all. Anyway, like, subscribe, check out my previous reviews. I feel like this is a really quick review. I feel like I haven't yapped a lot. I feel like I really blazed through this one. Can you tell I recorded a 2-pack video before this? And it is 1:40 in the morning. I gotta be up tomorrow. And I'm slightly hungry but got nothing to eat. Now I'm yapping. Anyway, did I say like and subscribe? If I didn't, like, subscribe, check out the previous reviews. A lot of Marvel Legends. Hopefully there will be another video, Fantastic Four related, where I review that Thing figure, if I ever find it. But yeah, probably got some more Thunderbolts videos in the future. And then we'll see from there. Anyway, hopefully have a wonderful day. And hopefully, if you have a kid, an interdimensional hungry being doesn't try to kidnap it, and then like 4 years later, your husband's arch nemesis doesn't try to come and take the kid as well. Everybody want this kid. It's crazy. Anyway, peace.